All right, I'm here at SpecFive with Theo. Theo, what's hot and new and interesting in the world of mesh? You got like a ton of stuff, so what's awesome?
Oh yeah. We're SpecFive. We sell mesh communication devices. Really, what we've been selling a lot of right now is this guy with the new fancy Meshtastic UI.
Yeah.
We also have a SD card that comes preloaded with maps on them.
Oh, cool.
And that's been really popular. So people get the Ranger with the SD card, all-in-one solution, ready to go. We have the full US downloaded, really down to a pretty high fidelity.
Because that's kind of been the problem, is the maps at a zoomed-in position, right?
Yeah. No, we can get pretty zoomed in.
Okay.
I believe the tile size is 13 or something like that. I don't know what the standard is, but ours is further. We have about 25 gigs of one map.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of space.
Yeah. We just launched the Delta, which is the T114 device. And this guy, I've been able to get almost a week of battery life out of.
What is that based on? What kind of board is it based on?
Oh yeah, it's the Heltec T114. So it's the NRF chip.
So the V3 was kind of a battery hog.
Yeah.
So is the T1, is it a lot better?
Way better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say you're able to get quite a few hours out of this guy, which is using the ESP32 chip, same as the V3. This is their Heltec tractor board. But the T114, I was able to almost get a week out of battery life.
Cool.
With this guy. Yeah. So in terms of something you clip onto your belt, you clip onto your backpack, carry around, this is definitely the one for you. And then we've had these out for a while, but something that interests people is a beacon, where they put this on their dashboard of thetheir car.
Oh, so that's why it's shaped like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or also their windowsill. That's a really popular one too.
All right.
And this has the rack board in it. It's a whiz block base.
Solid.
Yep, with the double 18650. Then we have this little guy, which is our Spectre.
Reminds me of an old iPod, like Nano. Remember the Nanos?
Yeah, the Spectre, it uses it has a little Android phone, comes downloaded with the Meshtastic app.
That's
paired to this Heltec V3 board behind here. And it's a really neat little guy.
Is the Android mainly the display? Is that its function?
Yeah, it's basically what your phone is, right, to your typical node, except with this, it's all in one.
Oh, I see. So it's literally running the Android app.
So it's literally running Android on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then another device that we have is the Pulse Pack. This is a FRS radio with a Meshtastic backpack on it.
Yeah.
What this is really useful for is something, like event staff, if they're trying to do voice comms, but also if they just want to put an announcement out without, because it's pretty easy to miss it. You left your radio back at your seat,
Plus, if you got like a sea of people, then you kind of know where they're at too, right? Is that
GPS.
Is there GPS in that?
Yep, and it uses a rack board.
Oh, great.
Yeah, yep. So
Does it share the same battery pack?
It does.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it USB-C chargeable?
It is.
That's the big question. Everything? Good.
Yep.
Good. Okay, good answer. We like that. Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
We like it too. Oh, yeah, the Voyager.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, upcoming, we have what's called the SpecFive Voyager. And so this is a mount for your car. It's got magnets here, big old solar panel. So it's just to set it and forget it, put it on the roof of your car. And it's really slim, so you don't have to worry too much about any sort of air resistance or it flying off.
What's that one based on?
This one is a rack board.
Rack.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
But we also have in the pipeline some Linux-based devices coming up. So we've already had our Nomad that we've released, and then the Meshtastic firmware stopped supporting the board that we were using. But now with the new board, we're getting up to a new Nomad. And then we also have another device in the pipeline, which has our own carrier board for a CM4 with a LoRa module on it.
Well, that's cool.
And so that'll be able to run Meshtastic, and it has a BMS system all in one, and then we're going to make a case for it. So it's going to be a handheld Pi with a LoRa.
Is that the reason for the Linux? Is that it's Pi-based?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's Pi-based, and that really gives you tons of options,
Cool.
Software-wise.
That's awesome. Tell me about this, because I saw this when I walked up, and I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. So what do you got here?
Yeah, we have on top of here is our SpecFive co-pilot, and this guy runs a Heltec V3, and it has a GPS as well. We've been selling this to guys with DJI drones or other types of drones. You can go up 400 feet, and then really extend your range quite far.
Yeah.
But now with this drone specifically, we are selling this as a package.
Oh, I see.
It's called the Raven, and it's going for $279 on our website.
Okay.
And so if you just want a one-stop solution, just buy the drone and the Meshtastic unit. This is the thing for you. And
so the idea is you kind of just get it up.
You just get it up there. It's got 15-20 minutes of drone battery life. The co-pilot will outlast that battery life. But but yeah, like that's the idea, is that you put this up in the air and you just get tons of range.
Yeah, have you tested the range? Like what?
Oh, I mean,
I know that's a tough. I know that's a super tough question.
I mean, we can get really far. I think from Austin we were able to hit. I know we set a balloon off, and we were able to hit Houston and Dallas from Austin.
Right.
At our MeshCon last October. But I'm pretty sure you can hit almost like San Antonio up
that's
this
pretty
thing
good.
up there,
That's
400 feet.
That's pretty cool.
What I'm also excited about is that I started developing we're calling it the Zeppelin. And it's a little node attached to a balloon, and then you're gonna have 3 posts on the ground, and so it'll basically be a mast that'll just stay up there as long as the balloon is up there, 400 feet in one location, stable. And what's nice about the drone is that it's very portable. But if you want something, that you want to put up for a day, and that's going to be a 400-foot effective tower,
right? Balloons works, because you don't really. I mean, the payload's not very heavy.
No.
Yeah.
No, well, especially, I'm using a T114 board. I mean, I got it down to just 60 grams, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Really small.
What kind of balloon material do you use for it?
So that's what I'm still trying to experiment with. I mean, it would be nice to use, really cheap off-the-shelf stuff for people.
Like the Mylar balloons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, further testing is going to really determine that, to kind of figure out sort of what's the most stable in the air. But no, definitely, once we have that up, I want it to be as simple as possible to set up.
Right.
3 stakes. You just let it go, and it's good. It'll probably come with the helium as well. So all in one sort of.
Yeah. So you just stake out 3 things and boom, launch it off kind of thing.
Exactly.
Nice. Anything else you want to mention, or obviously a website where people can find you?
Yeah, so we're at SpecFive.com. We also have a little forum on our website as well. People can ask us questions, and we have some bundles as well for those who are part of big units of people, like some sort of volunteer organizations, but also real organizations that are doing search and rescue and things of that nature. We've had quite a few of those orders, and we're familiar with working with those people, and so we just welcome more people to come in and join the mesh with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love it. Very cool. All right, well, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Speaking on behalf of SpecFive, so this is really cool. Thank you very much for talking about it.
Thank you.